This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Greetings, friends, and welcome to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on the Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries and reversals that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call this healing system a miracle, it certainly does look like a miracle. It really is just the way the body works. If you want to join the Brightside Ben phone team, we'd love to have you aboard. Call the phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine Multivitamin Mineral Complex Powder. You add to water and drink. It costs about $50 a canister. Most folks will notice results within 1 or 2 doses. Results like lower blood pressure, appetite suppression, weight loss, just feeling better. You can find out all about it by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a longevity business, enjoy all the benefits associated with having your own business, including tax benefits. You can write off your home office, write off your mileage, write off your sample products. You can earn yourself thank you checks, and of course you can always just get your products at the wholesale price if you so desire. The Brightside Ben phone team can tell you all about it at 866-735-2470, or you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and click on the Join the Team link. Also want to encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, my webmaster, who does such a fine job at pharmacistben.com. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Bright Side today. This morning I'm pleased. I'm going to finally get to interview a good friend and a colleague, a healthcare professional whose work I followed and admired for the past few years. He's a naturopath. He's a homeopathist as well as a tireless advocate, as I am, for the interests of the average Joe, the average person, the non-medical layperson, who is unfortunately sometimes subject to an oppressive and more often than not ignorant, unfortunately, medical model that is in many instances more interested in lucre, making money and marketing, than it is in the men and women and children it is supposed to honor and protect. If you haven't read his book, Fire Your MD Now, please do read it. It's an easy read. It's an expose of the medical model. He's the host of the radio program Fire Your MD Now, and a good friend and a really good guy. Please welcome to the Bright Side, Dr. Peter Glidden. What is up, Dr. Glidden?
Hey, Pharmacist Ben, always a pleasure to be here. You are rocking on all 16 cylinders this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Dr. Glidden. I want to cut to the chase here. First of all, thank you so much for being on the Bright Side. I've been trying to get you on the program for a long time, and I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you on. I've been following your work, as you know, for many years, at least for how long have I known you, Doc? 5, 6 years now? I think about 5 years or so.
On 5. How time
coming back on 5 years. That's amazing. So you're trained in naturopathy and homeopathy. You're a nutritionist as well. You're an all-around healthcare professional. Let's cut to the chase here, okay? Doc, you're smart, you're ambitious, you're well-rounded, you could have done anything in your life. What is it that attracted you to being a healthcare professional, to the healthcare field?
Well, that's a good question. It was kind of built into my I don't want to say genes, but it's part of my personality. Ever since I was a young boy, quite frankly, I was interested in alternative to mainstream things. I don't know. I just always have been. I was interested in plants. I was interested in chiropractic. I was interested in acupuncture. And this, was back in the day, in the 60s and the early 70s. I was born in the late 50s. There wasn't a lot of information that was really good and grounded in the scientific method about this stuff. There was the whole health book, the whole Earth book. Remember the whole Earth book?
Stephen Brand, or what was it? Stephen Brand's book?
I forget the guy's name.
Yeah. Whole Earth catalog.
A handful of references that were available back then, and I just kind of gravitated that way naturally. And as my life went on, I become aware of the sad but true fact that, you have to make a living in the world, and you have to go to work, and you have to do things. And so in my early 20s, I decided, I'm going to get involved with healthcare. And the only thing that I knew at that time was chiropractic medicine. So I went to the University of Massachusetts in Amherst and got my pre-med stuff with the intention of being a chiropractor. Then halfway through my education, I switched gears and I said, you know what, chiropractors don't have enough political clout. I'd like to be an osteopathic doctor because in my mind, my naive mind, I believed that osteopathy was a lot more holistic than it really is. So until I was a senior in pre-med at UMass, I was on my way to become an osteopathic doctor. And I went for my interview at the Biddeford School of Osteopathic Medicine in Maine, which is where I wanted to go, and I was hit by a ton of bricks because the interviewer told me, he said, look, I understand that you have a passion for osteopathic manipulation and for more holistically oriented things, but you have to understand, if you are to graduate from this medical school and secure a license to practice osteopathic medicine, it will be required of you to be doing rounds in conventional hospitals using conventional medicine and
drugs.
Unless you can dance to that tune, you're not going to get
dispensing drugs, just being like a regular MD kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And my whole world collapsed. I mean, 4 years of my life I thought had gone out the window. And at this point in time, I didn't even know what naturopathy was, never even heard of it. Oh, anyway, long story short, I got really, really sick. This kind of upset my world, turned it upside down. I got sick. I had gastrointestinal stuff. I was feverish. I was losing weight. I'd been to 4 or 5 different MDs and healthcare practitioners. Nobody could help me, and I was wasting away. As fate would have it, in let me get the dates right. This was 1987. The only naturopathic doctor, there were 2 naturopathic doctors in the entire state of Massachusetts, one of whom lived in the town that I lived in. So, begrudgingly, I thought to myself, son of a gun, I don't have anything to lose. I might as well go see this guy. I was carried into his office, literally carried into his office. I'd been in bed for a couple of weeks. He put me down on an examination table, drew some blood, poked around, asked me some questions, took a homeopathic book off the shelf, and asked me some more questions, popped a homeopathic remedy in my mouth. Nothing happened. He scratched his chin. He asked me a couple more questions, gave me another homeopathic medicine, and as soon as that stuff hit my mouth, I felt like my whole body started to tremble. I had this kind of uncontrollable trembling. I went into the bathroom and threw up about 2 pints of disgusting, bilious, sludgy, radioactive crap just came pouring out of my body. And as soon as that stuff left my body, I had the direct experience. I felt like a Venetian blind had been unrolled from my toes all the way to my head. and I was cured.
We got to take a break, Doc.
My life.
Peter, we got to take a break, but I want to hear about that because that sounds amazing to me. Homeopathy is literally medicine that's diluted to the billionths of parts per billion, right? Parts per million or parts per billion. How the heck does that happen? I want to talk about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside. We're talking to Dr. Peter Glidden, host of Fire Your MD Now. We're going to take a break and come back with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
You have all seen and heard about the elements of the periodic table. These elements are the building blocks of everything in the universe. You, my friends, are made from these elements. A shortage of any of these important trace elements can lead to disease. Go with the science and take the Lady Talk Health Challenge and get all 90 essential trace elements with a healthy start pack at LadyTalkLive.com or call 855-333-LADY. That's 855-333-5239.
Research shows it's not just what you put in your body that counts, it's what you put on it as well. Why not use an all-natural, healthy mineral-based makeup that actually benefits your skin? Once you experience the airiness and flawless coverage of Longevity mineral makeup, you will never use anything else. With Longevity, the perception of your complexion will be natural perfection. Animal-friendly mineral makeup at Mary Lou Health. That's MARILU Health.com or call 855-321-HEALTH.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are G's.
All right, we're back on The Bright Side. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben. We're on the air 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 a.m. Central Time. 5 days a week, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com, where you will find a shopping cart with all the Youngevity products, including my personal favorite, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, now Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, loaded with nutrients, easy to take, tasty, costs you $50 or so a canister, and most folks will notice health results within 1 or 2 doses. If you haven't tried it yet, give it a shot. You'll find out all